Good morning and welcome to the Mayor's Weekly News Conference. Today we have two items on the agenda. One is the recent agreement between the city and county land banks, and the second is holiday happenings in downtown Erie next weekend, and I'll turn it over to the mayor.
Thank you, Renee, and good morning, everyone. Today we start with some very exciting news about a major step towards making every Erie neighborhood safe, welcoming, and vibrant. For the first time since the City of Erie's Land Bank was launched over 2 years ago, it finally has funding to aggressively fight blight. Thanks to the first of its kind, late October cooperative agreement, the City Land Bank will be receiving $414,000 from the Erie County Land Bank. This agreement enables the City Land Bank to begin aggressively transforming blighted, vacant, and tax delinquent properties. This $414,000 for city blight reduction comes from the $1 million from the Presque Isle Downs and Casino gambling revenue that the state carved out and awarded to the County of Erie about 2 years ago in 2017. It is most efficient for the city to run its own land bank because city blight issues are significantly different than blight issues in other parts of Erie County. The Erie Redevelopment Authority has many years of experience and great capacity to deal with city blight issues. We are very happy and excited about this win-win collaboration between the Erie County Land Bank and the City of Erie Land Bank. Next, I'd like to call up Jim Cardman from the Erie County Land Bank and Scott Henry, Executive Director of the Erie Redevelopment Authority and the City of Erie Land Bank, to explain this collaboration in a little more detail. Jim and Scott.
First off, I'd like to congratulate the city's redevelopment authority and the city's planning department for an excellent presentation to the county land bank on the needs for the city and their hard work and really nice presentation to us that actually convinced the county land bank to act diligently. And I'd like to also thank and congratulate the members of the Erie County Land Bank for working diligently since the formation of it in April. Within 6 months, we got through all of our bylaws, presentation, and administrative things, and actually got the first project, which is the city's 20 properties funded within the first 6 months of operation. So I want to congratulate both of those entities and for the hard and diligent work that we did within 6 months. So that was one of the goals that we had, was we didn't want to just become enacted and then not get something done. So we wanted to do that, and it was done. Okay, congratulations to you.
Well, thanks, Jim. And we've spent the last few months collaborating with the county land bank, and while they've been going through a lot of administrative startup things, they've been very open to letting us come into their meetings, make presentations, and talk to them about some of the blight issues that we have in the city and some of the processes and procedures we have in place to deal with those. And they recognize that one of our biggest struggles is lack of funding. So they've been very receptive, and we've had a number of conversations with them, and we came to an agreement that the best way to kind of forge this new relationship was for the City Land Bank to identify an initial set of projects and review those with the County Land Bank, and we estimated out the amount of funding it would take to mitigate the blight on those. We've actually selected 20 properties that we've prioritized from a list of blighted properties throughout the city. And so we've already started doing some of the background work. Over the next few months, we'll be working at acquiring some of those properties. There are all in various states of trouble. Some of them are the owners are gone, they're just vacant and abandoned. Others have been not improved for a number of years and have been falling further and further into disrepair. So we'll be working to acquire those, and then we'll be able to evaluate those. Based on our experience, we expect that quite a number of those will require demolition to fully cure the blight. But we also expect, there will be some opportunities for rehabilitation, and we'll be able to salvage a few of the structures, which will, keep them on the tax rolls and put them back into productive use within their neighborhood. So, the County Land Bank has been very receptive to all of this, and, we look forward to working with them over the next few months, and hopefully all will go well, and we can set ourselves up to engage in another project then in the following months. But we'll, take this one step at a time and continue to collaborate with them.
Thanks, Mayor. Thank you both, Jim and Scott. This really is a major step towards achieving our vision of a transformed Erie where every neighborhood is safe, welcoming, and vibrant. These funds will help create great neighborhoods by eliminating blight, creating attractive residences, and providing green space for neighbors to enjoy. Next on the agenda today, we're going to showcase some exciting holiday events that are happening next weekend, December 7th and 8th. In addition to Gallery Night, which is taking place Friday, December 7th, the Erie Downtown Partnership, UPMC Hammett will be kicking off Downtown Delights on the 7th, and the EDC, Erie Insurance, and the Perry Square Alliance are also going to launch something new, the Holiday Village. Then on Saturday, December 8th, the Sports Commission will host the Santa's Hustle, and later in the day, the U.S. Brig Niagara will host the Christmas Tree Ship. That'll take place during the evening of December 8th. We have several people here to share the details on this very exciting family weekend that's going to take place in downtown Erie. First, I'd like to bring up John Buchna, Executive Director of the Erie Downtown Partnership, to kick us off. John, he's got a great tie on today, too.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, 'tis the season, right, for to be the spirit of things. Our organization started working very closely with the city back in 2005 on the Downtown Delights event. And over the years, it has just taken collaboration and partners, and the growth of that event, or this event, has just been really magical. And it's an event that we are just so proud to be part of. And it's not about our organization, it's about what we're working on to accomplish for the community. And all of the magic that can occur with an event. Oh, look at this! Magic!
Are you behaving?
I am
Look how red you're turning.
Oh,
I don't
look at
believe
this.
one word you said.
Mrs. Claus, too.
Always Mrs. Claus.
Oh, it's Santa. Well, here, come here.
What do you got written down here?
Oh,
Anything?
no, those are just for me. Those are my list of how good I've been. And all these good people. What do you think? Do you
They've been good. I know they've been good. I've talked to your wife.
Oh, no. Okay.
And look how red you just turned. It's not the reflection from the suit.
True. True.
Oh, I want to thank everybody. We'll be here next Friday for the lighting of Perry Square. And I'm waiting for that new tree. Oh, I hope yes.
Our community's been waiting for a long time.
Yes, but it's going to be great. And I want to thank you for inviting us. We'll be here next Friday. It's for the lighting of Perry Square, and with the mayor, we'll turn the lights on. Then from there, Mrs. Claus and I are going to head over to the Boston store, and we'll visit with all the kids and adults, whoever shows up. And then after that, enjoy. And I got one request. Please be good, because Santa's always watching. And don't forget, Mrs. Claus and I have something for everybody. Ooh, yes. I don't know.
Is that coal for me?
We don't give coal anymore. You know why? Coal is bad for the environment. We give ice cubes.
Ice cubes?
They disappear.
Thank you, Santa. Oh, my. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh. Yummy, yummy. Well, Santa, thank you. And Mrs. Claus, that's one of the new changes this year. Mrs. Claus has a chance to join us on the stage. And as they're passing out the candy canes, I just can't, just the magic that is occurring. It's just spectacular. Well, you caught me off guard. It wasn't in my script. It's just a true testament. Santa always knows. He's always watching. So as I was mentioning, as Santa works his way through the crowd, and just remember, the event is next Friday night. But with the administration change and just all of the growth that occurred over the community, you heard Santa talk about, and our organization has worked with others, in this case the Perry Square Alliance and Community Foundation, and we talked about and we've announced the reality of a holiday tree. And at this point, I'd like to have Jeff Brinling come up and share a few more words, again, giving us an update on this great tree that you and your team have been working on. Jeff? You're welcome.
Good morning, everybody. I knew Santa wanted us to be good. I didn't know that he tracked stuttering, so I'm a little concerned about making comments here this morning. No, I have great news. Thanks to the Erie Community Foundation, who really got this project started, and all of the donors that will appear on the recognition tree in Perry Square. We have the tree fully funded for this year. So we're excited about that. There'll be over 3,800 C7 LED lights on the tree, and there'll also be a 4-foot tree topper this year. So we're tremendously excited. And here to make some comments, Mike Batchelor, who helped make it possible. Mike?
Thanks. You're being very generous. Good morning, everyone. I think what I'd like to say is how Erie is changing, and you're just seeing that exhibited right here today. The fact that the County Land Bank and the Erie Land Bank are working together. If you look at all these names on all of these placards here, you'll see all of the different people rallying around a great idea here in the community. But it's just one night, and I think overall we really have to understand this is our time. This is our time for our community. The stars are aligned for progress like never before. You see it every day, and I hope you're all feeling what I feel, more optimism about Erie than ever. So with that, I want to congratulate, thank everyone, and have my Christmas tree.
All right, thank you, Mike. Hey, Santa, can we have a ho, ho, ho before you head out? He's head. I thought I heard a faint ho, ho, ho. All right. So another aspect with regards to the tree and working with the Perry Square Alliance are the holiday luminaries that were part of the decor that was out there last year. And on behalf of Jeff and his team and all the other volunteers, did you want to share a few more words about the luminaries? Once again, the luminaries were part of the decor, as I mentioned. So this year, as part of the activities that will be occurring on East State Street, or State Street on the East Perry Square, there will be a booth set up of which the Downtown Partnership will be selling gift certificates. And that night only, and these gift certificates are redeemable to close to more than 60 places in downtown Erie, different tickets, restaurants, etc. If you buy $50, we'll throw in an additional $10 free for that night only for that purchase. But in our particular area, we will also be selling the holiday luminaries, and it's $10 that you can actually get a luminary and for a beloved one, for the community, for whatever your heart desires. But you'll be able to put a name on that luminary and place it. You'll see us. You can follow up with us a little bit later on those luminaries. But again, it's another opportunity. And with that, I do really want to recognize the team from the city and, of course, Weiss Early Landscape and Design. They've just doing a stellar work that's just been transforming, as Mike says, our downtown community, even the UPMC health plan. I know we'll hear from Jenny in a minute, but the work that's been done. But even today, their tree is going atop the Boston store. So, Christmas is just around the corner. I should say the holiday season is around the corner. But another new announcement that we have in the growth of this community, as you may have heard from the Erie Downtown Development Corporation, and they send their regrets that they couldn't be here today, but they have been instrumental, along with Erie Insurance Group, in the transformation and the introduction of the Holiday Village. And it's a concept that we had been working on for quite some time. We were looking to add more retail in downtown, and that has been one of the big challenges that we face as an organization. And now that we have another partner in the EDDC, we're working together and collaborating, and now we have an opportunity to add more retail in downtown in time for the holiday season. So today's one of the announcements is the Holiday Village is now being available on one of the placards that you have here to present. There are 3 different dates: December 7th, the 14th, and the 21st, from 5 until 7. There'll be a list of which is published here, but there will be retailers that are already part of our community, but they're going to be part of our downtown. They're going to be here for enabling you to support them, not just from the Small Business Saturday, but into this holiday season and perhaps throughout the year. Our vision moving forward is that these pop-up shops, this village, will continue to grow with the intent we have more opportunities in East Perry Square, et cetera, et cetera. With that, I would like to call up now Bill Matrogran is with Erie Insurance. He's part of their corporate services team in construction. Bill, come on up. He's also vice president of our board of directors. And Bill, we couldn't thank you enough without you've done and the team at Erie Insurance and helping make the village come true. So if you'd like to share a few words, we'd appreciate that.
Sure, and it will be a few because Santa's watching. Erie Insurance is very happy and excited to be involved with this experience. This is something new, the Holiday Village, and obviously having an office across the street, seeing the park lit up, it's something that's very exciting and something that we're hoping that will draw additional people downtown during the month of December. We donated 4 sheds from our build, damage, estimate, repair class that have been transformed by the E.E. Austin. I want to throw out a great thanks to E.E. Austin. They not only donated the labor, but also the materials to transform these to fit the program for the Holiday Village. And also, this is a great collaboration experience for all of us. The Erie Downtown Partnership, the Perry Square Alliance, the City of Erie, as well as the EDDC, coming together and all putting our heads together and making this work. Like I said, Erie Insurance is very happy to be involved and want to wish everybody a happy and safe holiday season. Thank you.
So the Downtown Delights event itself, as I mentioned, as you've heard, it is next Friday evening. The event itself goes from 5 till 8 p.m. You have the village that will be open at 5. We're going to have 2 lightings this year. And this is why we're very pleased to make the announcement. We want to make sure people are aware that Santa and Mayor Schember will be arriving at Perry Square via the trolley, Santa and Mrs. Claus, and they'll take the stage. At 6:05, there's going to be the very first lighting, and that'll be live on our stations. Thank you very much for your coverage. But at 6:05, the mayor and Santa will flip the switch and light up Perry Square. There's going to be some activities there, and there's going to be a group of carolers. And I had heard from one of Santa's helpers that Santa is going to be reading a written story about the holiday time. Then at 6:15, a second lighting will occur, and that's where we're going to light up the new holiday tree. And then a few seconds later, the topper that Jeff had mentioned will be lit as well. And then our carolers, we have a roaming group of carolers that will be sharing a special song in commemoration of the holiday tree. Then once that's done, Santa and Mrs. Claus will again board the trolley and then head over to the Boston store. And then that will be more activities involved. And at this time, I would like to invite Jenny Weigel-Geertsen up from the UPMC Health Plan, who can share with you some of the details that will be happening at the Boston store. Jenny, you're welcome.
Hi, everybody. So I was filled with great excitement as I was driving up here from our offices this morning to see all of the decorations going up in Perry Square, and then knowing the tree's going to be installed on the front of the Boston store. I'm from Erie, and I remember my mom always telling me about the magic of Christmas and coming to the Boston store to see Santa. So we're thrilled to be able to bring some of that magic back to the Boston store on December 7th. We've been lucky enough to partner with John and his team each year for, I think this is our 6th year involved. So after the lighting in Perry Square, activities will continue, but Santa will make his way to the Boston store. We'll be there with him, waiting with a brass quintet that will be playing Christmas carols, and we'll have some great holiday refreshments. All of the activities that happen in the Boston store are complimentary. Every child will leave with a free keepsake photo of Santa. He will stay until every last child has been able to get their Christmas wish in or their holiday wish in with him. We also have a balloon artist. We have just lots of activities. The Children's Museum will be there helping to entertain the kids while they're waiting. It's a magical night, and from my perspective, it's been great to see this list of names grow every year. Again, we've been involved for about 6 years. More and more people are getting involved every year, and there's really something for everybody on December 7th. So UPMC Health Plan is thrilled to be a partner in this event, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody next Friday in Perry Square and then in the Boston store.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Thank you, Jenny. So many fun things to do. Even in the park, we'll have complimentary free cookies for the children, free hot coffee and hot chocolate. We'll have ice carvings by Erie Ice Works. Connoisseur Media is involved, DJ Bill Page. So there's just a plethora of activities, fun-filled excitement. And, if any questions, but, ultimately, thank you so much for everyone being involved, for all of the groups. If you have a chance to come downtown and enjoy the magic in our community, we would welcome that. Thank you, Mayor Schember.
So it is, I think you'll agree, a pretty incredible weekend coming up starting Friday, December 7th. I want to thank very much to everyone who made this happen. Another part of our vision is to create a world-class downtown and bayfront where people flock to live, work, and play. With your funding, time, and in-kind contributions, you are all stepping up to make these fun family events happen. Without each of you that's involved in this, and I'm really, really impressed with how everyone has come together, as Mike was talking about. It's just incredible. We just wouldn't be able to even think about doing something like this. It's incredible. And the transformation, you're making it possible. We're excited about the donation of the holiday tree as well. It will be a spectacular addition to Perry Square, I think, something that people look forward to now every year going forward. Thanks to all the sponsors for making this happen. It's a community asset that we all can enjoy, all residents, for years to come. And again, thanks for the generosity of everyone that gave to that as well. Now I'd like to introduce Mark Jenneret, Director of the Erie Sports Commission, to come up and talk about the Santa Hustle a little bit. This is a new fun activity for Erie that will take place the morning of Saturday, December 8th. Mark, welcome. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Erie Sports Commission is very excited to contribute to Erie's holiday kickoff this year with the addition of the Santa Hustle 5K, a unique national race series. Santa and Mrs. Claus already left their training, I understand, to take part. So on Saturday, December 8th, participants who will receive Santa hoodies, hats, and beards with registration will run or walk a 5K dotted with cookie and candy stations. There'll be holiday music played throughout the course, which starts and ends at Perry Square. Hosting the event the morning after Downtown Delights made perfect sense for us, adding to a great lineup of family-friendly holiday events hosted in downtown Erie. Registration is still open, so you can still get your gear, and will be available at a discounted rate until December 7th, and will remain open on race day as well. We really hope that the Erie community will come together for this run and all the other great events that are taking place next weekend. Thank you very much. Thanks, Mr. Mayor.
Thanks very much, Mark. I can't wait to see the Santa Hustle. In fact, I may even participate in that 5K. Last but not least, I'd like to bring up Christy Cook, Director of Events for the flagship Niagara League. She's going to tell us a little bit more about the Christmas tree ship on the evening of December 8th. Christy.
Good morning, everybody. I am absolutely thrilled to be here to be able to talk to you a little bit about the Christmas tree ship. This is the flagship Niagara League's annual event. This is the 14th year that we have hosted this, but it's our opportunity to give back to our community that has been so good to us every year. So we open the doors of the Erie Maritime Museum in Lewisburg, Niagara, free to families in the community to come down and visit with Santa Claus, have some holiday activities. They can write their letters to Santa Claus, and then Santa will actually be on the ship with Mrs. Claus to grant those Christmas wishes. So it makes a lot of sense for us to have this event following such a wonderful event like Downtown Delights and the Santa Hustle. So we're just going to continue the magic all the way down State Street, right over to the Lewisburg Niagara. We will have live reindeer so the kids can come see the real reindeer. It's very exciting. We also will have hot chocolate for families for free. South Hills Child Development Center will be there to read the story of the real Christmas tree ship. NAMI Women's Care Center will also be there doing activities for all the kids and the families that arrive for us that day. We'll have Christmas carolers, bell choirs. It's a lot of fun. It's very, very exciting. And then we also will be collecting for Toys for Tots as well that night. So we're very excited. It's something, like I said, that we like to do for our community because they've been so good to us. So we can't wait. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Christy. It's an exciting weekend, and it's a great way to cap it off on Saturday evening. A couple people, Mike Batchelor and John mentioned how neat it is to see people collaborating together like this, and that's the way we're going to transform Erie and really make it better. And it's incredible to me, and I'm really humbled by what everyone's doing. One other thing I just wanted to mention to Mike, I want to remind you, I'd like you to regrow your goatee. I thought if I did it publicly, you might actually do it. But. So we have yet another really fun-filled weekend coming up for families. Remember, it's December 7th and 8th. We got the donation of the 35-foot tree, brand new, the decoration of Perry Square, Downtown Delights, the Holiday Village, also brand new, the Santa Hustle, brand new, the Christmas tree ship. This collaboration is really a great kickoff to the holiday season, And all of this is unique to Erie. It provides free festive atmosphere for all to enjoy and contributes to the creation and celebration of our world-class downtown and bayfront. Thank you all for being here. This wraps up today's press conference. All the speakers will be available for interviews afterwards. Thanks very much.